Welcome back. So let's get started on the plastic and sulfur. So what do we need for plastic? It's just coal and petroleum gas. So we have petroleum going. We're probably going to need a bit more. So while we're looking at that, we need steel. Okay. Let's go get some steel from just down here. Let's steal some steel. Okay, probably another 2, that should do it. These tanks are not full, so we're probably going to need more of these to go. We have some here, so let's do this. Let's put another one next to it. We need power to run across. And then what we want to do is get some pipes. Oh, dearie, dearie, dear, running back and forward. We'll get the hang of this soon. Especially when we get robotics. So, 25 of those. Let's take those. Let's just take those as well. And get some more petroleum gas going. So we want to change them to that, and what we're going to do is we're going to go there and there, and then just connect those up. There we go. Why is this one not connected? Because I put it in the wrong place. There. And that. There we go. And then we just need to connect these up, so we're just going to do that, and connect that to that. Okay. Probably going to need those, so let's get those made. We should have one in here. There it is. Let's just get rid of that and put that there. Let's go with 3. Now I want you to make plastic. What do we need? Coal. So we're going to have a coal line here. Will that be right though? Wait a second. If we put a coal line there that way. I can connect that. I can't connect that. I can connect that. So let's do it this way. Let's go there to there. There to there and there. I can't reach. There to there. I need more pipe. Hopefully this speeds up. Okay. Now we have some pipe. Just gonna connect that across. There we go. So now these have petroleum. We just need coal. Do I really want to run coal that far? No. So we're only doing a little thing here, so let's split it off. And run it from here. Because everything I'm building now is sort of temporary. As soon as we get to robotics and we can start making robots, our old base will get scrapped. Well, not scrapped straight away, but it will get left. We will build a bigger base, probably out here, running this way. Because there's water above, water at the side. It looks like there's water below, so we're going to go that way. Okay, so we have our inputs there. Let's give us some power. run, where we're going to run power from. Just up here to there. Let's say now. Do that. Power again. We have plastic. Now, if we need more plastic, I can run that way and just extend it, not a problem. So now let's look at getting some more of these. So 2 more. We don't want to build because we might be able to extend this way. What we'll do is we'll run it further down. So let's go say here. Do 3 more, and then these ones are going to be sulfuric. Not sulfuric, sulfur. So petroleum, gas and water. So petroleum we can bring down, that's not a problem. So what we'll do there is we'll go like this, and then we will to there. And I need more pipes again. Come on, pipes. On 2, and then connect them like that, and then just connect them there. Okay, and then we need water, which is going to be out 2 for these ones. Where's our nearest water supply? Let's have a look. So let's just connect these together to there. So as you can see, that's purple because it's oil, and then this is nothing at the moment. Water, it's closest probably down here, this bit. Let's run our pipes down. So let's just go like this. Where's this water there? So we could probably turn it here. And we'll run the water this way. Oh, but it's not, no, it's not too close. Our pump. Not that one, we want that one. There. There we go. That's just water. Let's just get back up to where we should be. So we have our water and oil. And that just gives out sulfur. So outputs, belt, power. And there's the sulfur. So we have sulfur and plastic. For our blue science, we need sulfur, plastic. We need engines. So let's look at that, shall we? What do we need for an engine? Steel, pipes, and cogs. We are running very low on iron down here. We need steel and stone. What I'm thinking of doing before we get started on that, where's my stone? It's up here. I think we're going to upgrade the iron. I think it's time that I solve this little issue. What else did I need? Steel. Let's make sure we get enough steel before we go anywhere. I can't remember if we look in our blueprints. Hang on, actually. There was 38, so we need 38. There was 38 of the stone furnaces. We're going to change the stone furnaces for steel furnace. That should be enough. Let's remove that off there. And where are they? There they are. Let's just bring them up. So these smelt a little bit faster. So I'm thinking if we replace these, because this is not quite a full belt, I don't know if this is going to make enough of a difference, but I'm hoping it does. It's just going to take a little while to make these. That's one side nearly done. But I'm thinking if we upgrade the steel and the plate, if we upgrade the plate and get it working a bit more efficiently, that's going to help us in the long run, rather than having to build another one of these, which we could do, but we'll see. If we need to, I might have to build another one of these off here, make it over here something. But it's possible that these speed things up. We shall see. Just waiting for them all to handcraft. What have we got left? Not many. We're nearly there, nearly there. But that plate line already looks better. We could also upgrade it to red belts, which is another good idea. I might just do that next. If we upgrade his line to red belts, they will travel faster and we can get more out, because this looks like it's waiting now. It's just waiting to place things down and it can't. So yeah, we'll change that for red belts now. Not everything, only what needs it, especially to get down here. So let's just take all them. That's 243 red belts. Let's get rid of that and place that in its place. And let's see if this helps. So the coal's not even making it to the bottom now either, so that might be something else we're going to have to sort out. Let's just run this down, see how we get on. So there. I am going to have to change all these undergrounds and splitters. Right, if we just take it to here while we get organised. So that takes it to there. Let's get our red splitters and undergrounds. Let's take all them, take all them. Let's just replace these with red ones. Okay. So at the minute, our bottleneck is here. Let's have a look. Let's change that. And then change that. We'll change that and that. That. Now we need to change that to red. Change that to red. There we go. So that's moving it down the line much quicker. This is working way harder now, so maybe we change these as well. So let's just do the lines going down first. So we're probably going to run out of belts here. And then it would be change these out of there. Change these parts for reds. And then we need more belts to change that last belt up there. You can see that's moving way quicker. And everything's working hard. other than this one here, because obviously it's... But that's backing up, which is a good sign, because when it backs all the way up to there, then it all gets force-fed this way. Was we bottlenecked on iron? It was just iron. So let's make sure we're doing everything we can to make that iron come in quicker. Let's have a look. So we needed more belts. We ain't got enough belts. Just don't have enough. Only got 43. That's gonna have to wait. So let's start work on this. So we needed... I can't even remember. We needed steel, cogs, and pipes. Let's start with the cogs. And then that wants to be pipes. Oh, the pipes, there they are. I need to move them on over. Right, let's do that, and then that. It's better. Let's get the pipes. There we go. Okay. So they both need plate. That's starting to back up nicely. Do we take it on a temporary basis from here? Let's just do that for now. I'm probably going to regret this, but... because I don't think I'm going to make these belts fast enough. See, 17 more, that's just not going to cut it. See what it's lacking. It's just lacking iron. We need more iron. Let's take all these belts back up for a minute, because I'm going to need them. Because I need to increase this. Yeah, you can see the iron itself is not getting down to the bottom of the belt. It's just not coming in quick enough, so... let's... how far can we get with this? To there. So close! We're almost there. If we can just get enough belts to get that going. 11, really? Well, the bottleneck is cogs. And I ain't got no cogs to put in there either. Whereas cogs here seems to be doing alright, so maybe that'll speed the process up a little bit. Seems to be. And then can I put them in there? There we go. Okay, 20. Maybe that's enough to get to the miners. I mean, if not, we might have to bite the bullet and make another one of these. See how we get on. No, there's still so much more to go. Do I get some back if I do that? No. I didn't get no belts back for that. Okay. Worth a try. Oh, I did. My inventory's full. We're gonna have to recycle all this at some point. Let's just... There's some of them a minute. So if that does give you belts back, then... $13. That gives us some more belts to work with. I'm on the treadmill. This guy definitely keeps fit, doesn't he? There we go. Will it be enough though? What we need to see is, why are the belts there? There we go. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna need to upgrade the miners and get more on that belt. Means I need more belts. If we can saturate that, that should fill up a lot better. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be doing this for so long on this episode. 50 odd belts. Will that be enough? We've got plenty of miners. So let's do our best to get that red belt full, absolutely full of iron. This one up here. So if we have to be here and then spin it round. Put that there. Bring that up. And then give it some power. Will that fully saturate the belt? I mean, why risk it when I've got more belts left? Let's just fill it up. Oh, my last 3 power poles as well. So if we just give this a chance. I mean, we've almost doubled the input. That should be enough. It's looking more like a full belt now. And it's reaching the bottom. Okay. Happy days. So now we should be seeing some build up. So let's, from here, stop moving. Now we go to there. Let's just run this line across. So that line's done. Let's upgrade those. Because if it's moving faster, the yellow ones can't keep up by grabbing them all. And eventually it will back up. Let's see, what have we got left? Let's get that. But then need to run these ones. Give that, and that. Cannot reach. There we go. 7 more takes us to there. If we put that in, that last little bit's not going to matter much. It's those 2 blue ones with the blue inserters. But this should start moving back. There you go. Okay. I feel a little bit more confident now on taking a line from here. Still not great, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it anyway. We're going to need quite a few more belts, which we don't have. Ugh. We'll have to wait for them by the looks of it. While we're waiting, we also need wood. Because I've no power poles left. Okay, so me just wanting to crack on and do things, it's not working today, is it? Let's get some wood, get our power poles, while we're waiting for belts that we don't have. While we're waiting to build a plate line, a plate that we don't have enough of. It's going well. Okay, output. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to output both plate, cogs and pipes onto the same line. That's that. They do need inputs, which should be fun. If I go there, no, if I go there, down there and down there, literally only needs to go to that very edge. Let's try and save on belts for a little bit. That can go there, because then that's going to run that line for plate, and that's going to run that line for plate when I've got enough. We also need those. So our inputs will be there, there, and there. There, there, and there. Let's make sure they've got power. Connect that to that. What else would that need? That's that, and then steel. That's all it'll need, steel. So let's... Steel's going to come in here, that's going to come in there, and then we should be able to just go... That runs across, that runs across. Let's get the belts, because it's going to get confusing. Okay, 63 belts, that's not going to run, let's line across, but we can do this bit, so... If we could take that to... there. This can come and run the other way. Giving us all that for engines. So we would need, let's start from the very end, that side, there, there, and one more to there. Okay. Then we would need a long inserter to grab the steel. And then in the gaps, there's going to be power poles. Bring them across like so. That gives us an output like that, and that's obviously going to run this way now. And we've run out of that again. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm not waiting forever. Let's do it this way. We can upgrade the line when needed, but for now, let's just run the yellow ones that we have. Okay, and then that's going to cross here, down to there. Plate's on its way. That gives us all those. And that was for science, weren't it? So let's go. Down there. That one's going to run up there. And then stop that a minute, because you're actually gonna need to go one more over. And then let's run plastic down. And then down to there. Stop. Why do that when we can literally run it into there? Probably be a better idea. So we've got some engines going along here. Happy days. We've got sulfur, we've got plastic. That means that we can now do blue science. Oh no, we can't. It needs red circuits. I need to turn plastic into red circuits. Red circuits or green circuit. Oh, of course. Of course, it was never going to be that easy. In fact, it's just because that was a huge mistake. Yes, I know you don't have room. Let's just... I picked up some engines, put them there. That'll put them on the belt. Put those engines back on the belt. Okay, that's not going to work. Okay, well, at least we have his engines. We have his engines, we have his plastic, we have his sulfur. So we need... Let's look at this again. If I do that, I need red circuits. How many is it taking? Like, how many does it need? Needs 3. Okay, 3. How do I make red circuits? Green circuits, copper cable, and plastic. We have green circuits there, right there. Let's just... If we say red circuits, you need copper and plastic. So we'd need to get copper and plastic on the same line, really, ideally. This is... I tell you what we could do. If we continue this line, need more belts again. 104. Right, okay. So what I'm thinking is we can run these down here. Let's just do that for now. And give these some power. That and plastic together, wasn't it? So let's just save on belt, shall we? Connect them to there. So what did we say these needed? That and that. So that'd be perfect for those. Let's get rid of them in a minute. And let's run that down. So, input, 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 and then input, 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 because we need all those, and then our output can be long, like that. Let's stand out of the way. Put another belt down here, like that. Let's just run it off a bit, and then give it some power. How long are these going to take to make, though? I mean, they are slow. So, yeah. Probably going to just do that, I think. And hope that there's enough. Let's have a look. Need more belts? Let's do it so our input. Let's just extend this out. Put that in. Give it power, which we put on that side. And then we simply do that. Add the red ones, because I forgot about that. Output, 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 and some more output. Now speed it up a little bit. Next, we have that, and that. We have those things now. So I want to put engines with sulfur. Let's bring sulfur down. Like that. Put that. Like that. That's engines with sulfur. Yeah, engine sulfur red circuits. Let's just, so we're gonna go 1 and 2. And then the output, where are we at? Down here. I could always run it back up that way. Yeah, we can go like that. So it would need a long inserter there, short inserter there, and it would need power. And then I need more, and even more belts. 50 belts. Let's see now. Let's bring that down. Oh, wrong button. To this line here. That's going to put that in. They're going to make blue science, and that's how we're going to go with it. All the way across. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, basically. It's not many. Definitely not going to fuel all them, so let's just get real. To there. To there, and I've run out again. Let's just put these in while we're waiting for more belts, because might as well. That, and that, and that. Let's just get the power going. I mean, we have blue science. It's not great, but we have it. Problem is now we've got to run a mega belt from here all the way up to, let's do it this way, all the way up here. And the blue line's going to have to go around the edge for now. So we're probably going to run it across here, up and through this gap here, up to this core line, come up this, follow this core line up here, and then it's going to take us up here to the science area what we need it for. The only issue now is belts. So I mean, we could run yellow belts and then upgrade them later with red. Oh, temporary bases. Oh wait, before we do that, let's just connect that up. Alright, yellow belts. Let's run this way with them. Set up next to coal, didn't I? Let's run it up here. Right, and that's done there. Doesn't matter that that's red. Let's get the belts back out. Probably not going to get enough to go all the way around here, but I'm just doing it anyway. One thing I can guarantee is that it is producing, and it'll probably just take a while. But I'm setting it up so we can get it going. Then I'm going to look at, do we need to improve it just to get to robotics? Because ultimately that's my goal right now, is just robotics. There goes our blue, and they'll start taking in. Like I said, I don't think it'll get all the way around. It definitely won't. But at least we've got blue in, and then here comes some more. It's actually bit there. And again, we can always try and upgrade it a little bit just to speed things up. That iron looks beautiful now. Okay. So what's our bottleneck? What we're always waiting for, is it just speed? It looks like just speed, so let's try. Put another 4 in. Just gonna have to use yellow belts for now. This belt is an issue. This whole belt problem. Let's go across there. And one of them. One of them. Then okay, so it's depending on how the red circuits do will tell us whether we can put more in or not. Another thing I could do, which might be worth doing, is get rid of those and put in those, because these work a bit faster. So they just got upgraded. It's still not a great deal faster, but as you can see, even with them all running, it's backing up. So maybe it wasn't too ambitious to fill this out a little bit. Let's get the belts out. I'm actually surprised that that little chuck together thing up there is actually producing enough. So let's put there, and then that, and that, and that. Let's just power all these up. Okay, so now we've got that done. Let's look at what we need to do for robotics. Let's just... where are they? Construction robots and logistical robots. It's this one we want. So we need lubricant. We need that first, so let's... what did I do? Ugh. Never mind. Let's try that again. So from robotics, we need this. So let's get that done. And we needed lubricant. We know that. There's robotics there. So we need electrical engine. We're gonna need this, which I can't have because what am I missing? Batteries. Which gives me these. Which gives me robotics. Yes. And then once we've got robotics, we need to look at a few other things, and then we can start the mega base. But that is red, green and blue. So I can do all these. So let's let that run. How are we doing for blue bottles? I don't need to run all the way up there. I can do this. Blue has actually got all the way around. This, well, might not stay that way. Now we've actually started setting it off. I mean, the bottles are doing okay. So let's leave that to it. This seems to be filling up nicely. That's full. It's shame this isn't full. But what is slowing us down with this? It is going relatively quickly. Maybe that. What we're waiting on? Cogs. We could go fully blue on this, but I don't want to push it out too much. It's just, why does this take so long? 161. Advanced oil processing's on its way. What else do we need to do? That's all doing as it should be. We're just waiting on science now. Waiting on science to make a move forward. I don't believe I can do modular armour. It's power armour I'm after though. Or is it this one? No, equipment grid, that's the one. So we could be building that. Only need 50 copper for it. There we go, let's build one of those. We're going to need the armour because we can hold equipment inside it, and we'll need the equipment for the robotics. That's advanced oil processing done. Lubricant's going pretty quickly as well. So it's just going to be a little bit of waiting. So since the episode's now at like almost an hour, we're going to leave it at there, and I'm going to leave it AFK in this spot for about 10-15 minutes, let all those science go through, and then the rest will be on the next episode. So I will see you next time. Bye bye.